Hello, my loves. Welcome back to the I Think I Need Therapy podcast. I am currently out at my camp at my cottage. I decided to film this outside because it's raining and there's birds chirping, and it's just like such a peaceful, nice kind of like ambiance, I feel like. I wanted to talk today about reconnecting with yourself and coming back to yourself, because I really need it myself and have been trying to find ways to do that in my own life currently. And I mean, coming out here is definitely one of those things for me. But I live a very go life. It's very like hurried, and I feel a lot of stress constantly. And like I'm doing a million things at once, and that's kind of the life I choose to live. And I do enjoy having a lot of things on the go at once, and it's in my blood, that is for sure. But it is not fun at times because it also wrecks my mental health, and it brings me away from myself and brings me away from even having joy within my life sometimes. So I've been trying to find ways just to like take a pause and take a step back. And I think it's really hard when this Western society makes us feel like we need to be living a hurried, busy life and constantly on the go. And it sucks and it's hard and it makes for no time for life and no time for yourself. And so I want to remind you that is something that you do need in your life, and that is something you can make time for. You can make time for yourself, and you are your own priority. You come first, always, first and foremost. You come first in your life. And I know it's hard if you have multiple responsibilities and multiple hats that you wear, but genuinely you need to make time for yourself within your daily life. And I want to share some ways that you can do that and it not take up like an hour of your day. Because a lot of people think like, oh, if I'm going to reconnect with myself and if I'm going to take time for myself, it has to be like a whole like 30 minutes to meditate, or it has to be like a whole hour of yoga or something like that. And we often think even like, okay, I can't take a moment for myself right now. I can't, take a pause right now because I have all this shit to do. And in our minds, it's like, okay, I'll wait till like maybe yoga tomorrow morning to do that. Or I'll wait till I get home, or I'll wait till I have a break. Something like that. And you're waiting to finally do something for yourself when it genuinely can be 2 seconds. It could be a deep breath. It could be focusing on your muscles and relaxing your body, or straightening up your posture. That's all it needs to be, because we become so outside of ourselves when we're so caught up in the go, and we're so caught up in our phones and our technology and our work and everything in our lives that we don't realize all the tension that we're holding. We don't realize what's going on within our body, what's going on within our brain, because we're just on this autopilot. We're on like... Sorry, my grandpa just came over, so I got a little distracted there. I forget where I was at, but when we're living in this busy life, and technology and the Western society and everything is making us feel like that's what we need to do, it's so important to take a moment for yourself. And so, like I was saying, taking that minute just take a deep breath. Take a deep breath, relax your muscles, come in tune with your body. And that is the best way to reconnect with yourself, is through breath. Your breath is so powerful, and I feel like we don't realize it, and we kind of take advantage of our breath and feel like it's just something that, we do naturally, obviously, and our bodies just do it, but it is so powerful, and it is our biggest tool. And when we breathe, it brings our mind and our body into connection, into unison, which is often disconnected because we're so just caught up in everything else that our bodies often are holding so much tension we don't even realize. Or our brains are going at what? How do you say it? Minutes per hour? Miles per hour. That's it. my brains are going at a million miles per hour, and we don't even realize, and we don't take a minute to stop and breathe and calm down and, rationalize and realize that the moment that we're in the world that we're in, and sometimes that causes years to go by, months to fly by, and us to not even remember what happened, and it all feel like a blur and a flash. So the first thing that we can do is have dedicated time to not being on technology. Have a dedicated no technology time in your day. It doesn't have to be specific time. It could be right when you wake up, no technology. But have just technology breaks, especially if you have multiple meetings in a day, or if you're going in between a meeting and work or classes, anything of the sorts. Take the time in between those things just to breathe. Don't go straight onto your phone and multitask and be walking and texting and everything like that. Take that moment, take that time to just in between a meeting, get up, stretch your body, just go for a little walk around, go take a breath outside, breath of fresh air outside. Just take that time to just breathe, because even meetings can be stressful, work can get stressful. Just take little breaks, take a little stretch break, and just breathe and use that time to just not be on your phone, because that will busy your mind even more. And you want to be able to have a clear headspace in mind for all these things that you're doing. So take that time, just go for a little walk. It doesn't have to be a walk around the block. It can literally just be a walk down the hallway, a walk to the bathroom and back. Whatever you can do, just do that. I have been finding myself on my phone a lot while I'm walking or in between things, even as I'm walking into my room and stuff like that, and it makes me feel so disconnected from the present. It makes me just feel so disconnected, period. So I've been noticing that, and it also just doesn't make me feel great, and I'm not aware of anything that's going on around me, and I'm not really living in the moment, which I really want to be doing, because like I said, everything can just fly by so fast if we're not taking the time to be in the moment. So anyways, my intention is to start while I'm walking, not be on my phone, because multitasking also is not very good for our brains and for our health in general. Actually, I was listening to a Jay Shetty podcast episode earlier, and he was saying how there's actual studies that show how multitasking is not good for you, and how, when we're doing it, our brains, we think that we can multitask and keep up, but really you'll forget a lot. And when you're busy and you're hurried, you're going to forget a lot of different things, and it's going to decrease your efficiency, or decrease, well, maybe not efficiency, but decrease the effectiveness of everything you're doing and how good it is. And so I'm going to try to stop multitasking as much, especially going on your phone and walking and texting and talking all at the same time. That's a lot. It's a lot. And slow down. Take a break and slow down. That is okay to do. People think that resting is for the weak. I used to be no, I can't take a nap. I have so much to fucking do. Or I can't rest right now. Resting just puts you behind in life. But rest is productive. Rest is good. Your body needs rest. Why do you think we need to sleep at night? Because we need to rest and reset. You need to recharge, and your body needs that. And sometimes it needs it more on one day than it does another. And when we're so go and busy and using our brain energy and our body so much, you do require more rest to recharge that. And so prioritize your rest and prioritize yourself more. Another thing that I suggest doing is writing down, making a list of all the things that bring you joy. All the things that you really enjoy doing, things that make you happy, things that, little hobbies, even if it's playing with your dog, or if it's going for a walk around your neighborhood, or going for a walk in this certain park, or calling a loved one, or maybe it's going swimming, or whatever it is, going fishing, that makes you, whatever it is, that brings you joy and makes you just feel so happy and kind of like in the zone, just like you can get out of all of your thoughts and just feel like, for me, when I am at high jump practice, when I'm at track practice, I forget everything that's going on in my life. I forget all of my stress, all of my worry that's going on in my life. I mean, not every single time that I'm at practice, but typically when I'm at practice, I am so involved in practice, and that's all that I'm thinking of, and I'm just so happy, and that's where I am. I'm present in the practice. I'm present in that moment all the time, and I forget that, like, I'm stressed out in my mind, and I have so much fucking to do, and I'm not happy. And for that moment, for that time, dedicated time, I'm so just there and happy and enjoying it. That's how it was. And so for me, like, that would be on my list. If there's something that's like that for you, where you can just, that brings you so into the moment and makes you just feel content and at peace, or just anything that makes you happy, write it down on this list. Write a whole long list of all these little things and all these big things that just bring you joy and bring you peace. And then put this list somewhere that you can see it, put it on your phone, give yourself reminders of this list, and make time every single day to do something on this list. Like I said, even if it's playing with your dog, make time to do that. And that is time for you. That is your time. Like, if it's going for a walk in that park, make time to do that in your day. Make time for that, because these are things for you that will bring you happiness, will bring you some sort of peace within your day, and that you can even look forward to. Another thing that we can do to reconnect with ourselves and, prioritize ourselves is by having routines and by having rituals. This is like your morning routine or your night routine or your little morning ritual that you do. And when I say this, I mean, like, these are habits that you want to do every single morning, every single night. Like, this is like your routine. This is your ritual. These are your habits. And it's for you. When I get home from work, my therapist has taught me this recently, to kind of separate myself from work. And once I get home, just separate myself from all the energy and everything that happened there, and to release it all when I get home is I imagine myself, there's many different visuals you can do, but I imagine myself just like wiping it all away. So I physically just like wipe all that energy off of me. I unzip this suit and I walk out of it and shed that skin. And then I'm like, okay, I am free from that energy, free from that skin. I am born new. And then I could go into my house and now go about the rest of my day, the rest of my night, leaving that all behind me. Everything that just happened, I leave it behind me, shed that all away, and go about the rest of my day free from that. And so that's my little ritual after work. For your morning, your night routine, that is time for you. And that can be time for you. One of my best friends, she has to wake up 2 hours before she starts work, even if it's like a 7 a.m. shift or something like that. She'll wake up 2 hours before, so she has that time for herself before she goes to work. Before she gets into all her crazy day, she can just have that time for herself, to drink her coffee, to have a nice slow morning. And then she goes about her day. And I think that is so beautiful. And something that we need to do more, because sometimes you just wake up and go to your class, or you wake up and you go to work within 30 minutes or an hour. But taking that time in the morning for yourself is just so important, or at night, and that's what will keep you going. Because if you do have a life that you can't escape, and work and all of these things that you can't escape, it can get tiring and stressful, and so you will get burnt out. You will get burnt out if you don't take time for yourself and take time to slow down. So have a little ritual in the morning. Have a nice little like coffee on your deck and just time to like be free from your phone at this point in time too, because I was also listening to another Jay Shetty podcast, and he was saying how like imagine you wake up and there's thousands of people just surrounding you at your bed, or hundreds of people around your bed, and like talking at you, like saying all these things at you. That's the same as when you open your phone in the morning and you're seeing all these texts and you're seeing all these emails and you're seeing all of these different things on Instagram. Like, that's the same. Think about that, but in real life, with all of these things actually at your bedside. That's what you're doing when you open your phone first thing in the morning. I'm so fucking guilty of this. I have been going on my phone and going on social media every single morning. And it honestly just starts you off on a very like anxious tone to your day, I feel like. And even like right before bed too, like you're filling your mind with all that stuff. Like, and then when you go to sleep, your brain is thinking about all that stuff. Like, think about the dreams that you have and how sometimes they are very much connected to what you talked about just before you went to bed, or what you were listening to before you went to sleep. Your brain is like taking all that information in and taking all of that in, and it gets to be just so overwhelming too. And yeah, so it's good to just put the phone down in your morning and night routine. Just put the phone down, put it away, have that time to just breathe, be with yourself. If you have kids, like, I don't know, find some time that you can just like be by yourself. Be by yourself and just breathe. Do some yoga, do some stretching, go for a walk, have your coffee, have your tea, do your skincare. I also, when I get home from work, I do that little like imagery thing, and then I take a shower, and that just kind of resets me. Even like as little as like the lighting that I have in my room, and like I light a candle and I have my tea, and that's my little night routine, and I get into my bed and I snuggle up and watch a show, and then that's like what makes me comfortable and winds me down, and that's what I enjoy doing. And it kind of slows me down, and it's time for myself and to be with myself. And so make that time for you within your day. Make it, because like I said, you are a priority and you deserve to be taken care of. So take care of yourself. Another thing you can do, and I do often, is I look at like baby videos of myself, not so much baby, but like videos of myself as a child, and it reminds me of just like how free I was as a kid, and helps me reconnect with that child inside of me, and just reminds me like, okay, I am that girl, I need to take care of her, and she was free and happy at one point. I can be like that again and reconnect with that inner child and just like let her loose. Yeah. I love being nostalgic, so I love doing that. But honestly, find time to be present as well. One little mindfulness trick that I use quite often is tuning into my senses. And so I'm not too sure the actual name of it, but it's like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 with your senses. So 5 things that you can see. So we can do this together right now. So pick a color. We'll pick red. And then name 5 things that you see around you that are red. And make sure you turn around. So I can see a chair over there that is red. I can see a cup in front of me that is red and a lid that is red. There's a little writing on a bucket beside me and it has red on it. Okay, one more. There is a jacket hanging up. That's also red. So there's 5 things that are red. Then we go to 4 things that you can feel. So I can feel my sit bones on this bench below me because it's very hard. I can feel this sweater on my back and on my arms. I can feel the ground beneath my feet and my shoes. I can feel the air going in and out of my nostrils. I think that was more than 4. Oh, there we go. Okay, I can feel my fingers if I rub them together. Then we're going to go to 3 things that you can hear. So I can hear the raindroplets dropping down on the ground. I can hear the birds chirping. And I can hear there's like a steady drip coming from the ceiling over there. So I can hear that too. Then we're going to go to 2 things that you taste. No, 2 things that you can smell. Yeah, 2 things that you can smell. So I can smell the wood around me. I also smell like, like the fresh rain smell? That's what I can smell right now. Just like fresh rain on the ground. Yeah. And then we're going to do 1 thing that you can taste. Taste a hint of mint in my mouth because I did brush my teeth earlier. So I taste a little mint in there. And now just take a deep breath. And you feel more present, more reconnected with yourself. Reconnecting with your senses is a very, very good way to come back into the present moment and into your body. That is one little mindful trick that I use to connect my body with my brain and come back into where I am in the moment. If there's a place that I'm in that I really want to absorb everything. When I was at my last track meet, I did this. When I was at the Oregon Stadium, the Hayward Field, I did this. I just stood there and just absorbed the moment that I was in. Just tuned into all of my senses. I normally sometimes will just do everything that I can hear and name out all the different sounds that I can hear, or just feel my feet on the ground. And even just doing that can bring you back into yourself and into the moment and slow you down. Yeah. So please take these things with you, make this time for yourself, and just reconnect with yourself. Because you deserve to be taken care of, and you are the one person who can take care of yourself the best. So please do that for you. Do it for little you, baby you, because they deserve to be taken care of as well. Yeah. Okay. Let's take another deep breath together. Know that I love you so, so much. I'm sending you so much love and light today, and I hope you have an amazing rest of your week. I will talk to you again next Tuesday as always. Okay. Bye, guys.